Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for April 16th through the 30th. We're going to start off today by pulling a card for your overall energy. Then we'll look at your energies, those energies that are connected to you, and how they mingle and dance in the middle. Do keep in mind, these are general readings, so only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. In addition to your sun sign, be sure to check out your moon, rising, and north node placements as well. You can also cross-watch for a friend, a crush, a partner. That's always fun. If you're interested in a personal reading, check out the links in the description below. And you can also find and interact with me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, Cancer, definitely feeling a frisky energy coming into your reading. So, Cancerians, I don't know what's going on for you, but maybe some of these recent eclipse energies have fired you up somehow. So let's see what we get. Ooh, you got the Empress. I love this for the Cancerian energy. I feel like this card brings you relaxation. Now, the Empress sits with her legs spread a little bit, so that could be that frisky nature I'm feeling in you, maybe feeling a little more sensual and sexual than normal. You maybe, your drive might be kicking up there a little bit, and you're feeling very much in those energies of attractiveness, whether you're male or female, or if you're male, you may be attracted to a female. You could be watching for a girlfriend or a crush. This is energy of the feminine. She's in her element. She's mothering, she's nurturing, she's loving, she's all the things connected to the energies of the cycles and the earth and the elements. Wow, Cancer. Okay, so let's see what else we got. I'm really intrigued with what you're showing me here with that Empress and that frisky energy. All right. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. Okay. All right. And the energy connected to you. Oof. And how these mingle and dance together in the middle. How interesting. All right. Woo. You all are throwing me this time. Water signs always taking it deep. Cancer, on your side, you get the King of Wands. There's that fiery, that frisky energy coming through again. The Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So you got this frisky, fiery energy coming up. You're really like this is a go get 'em type of energy. And at the same time, you're working on something, you're hard at work on something, and you're healing. So Cancer, this seems like a real big embodiment of different kinds of energies. I'll go deeper with some clarifications, but it seems like there's an awful lot on your plate right now. And maybe that's why that Empress energy came in to kind of remind you to kick back and relax from time to time. Doesn't mean you still can't take action, but you might just need to be seated in a place of empowerment and in a more relaxed state. So let's see what's happening there. Now, whoever is connected to you, they get the Tower, the Ace of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. So something quite shocking for them. That's not abnormal for this time that we've been through. There's been a lot of upheaval, and there's been things that were expected, unexpected, but things that kind of bring the tower down, so to speak. And it might have forced this person into some sort of crossroads. They definitely have their sights set on some sort of new practical beginning, while at the same time, this person, and we'll see if it's willingly or not, is kind of being led into a spiritual growth opportunity. Now, in the middle, the two of you get the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. So it may be the case that this connection or this relationship hasn't yet come into the stable energies that you both want it to. There's a lot of energies going on, certainly, especially on both your sides, but yeah, there's a huge mix of energies going on. And this is kind of energy where like a lot is happening in a day and you're like, how is the day over? It's that kind of energy of like, look at all the stuff. You know, I worked, I played, I was sensual, I was this, I was mothering, I was that, I was fathering, you know, I was working, I was doing this, like back and forth. There's a lot. And it's not, I don't get the sense that it's like rote, like do this, do that, do this, and then wash, rinse, repeat kind of thing. This is more all over the place. So let's see this King of Wands. Let's see your friskiness here. Interesting. You may be feeling frisky towards something that you're passionate about. You got the 8 of Pentacles, and it's right below this card as well. Then you got the 5 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. For some of you Cancerian women, this could be pointing to hormonal cycles for you. For some of you, it might be perimenopause or menopausal type issues there, because I see you pulling back at times. I see you working on this. Maybe you're on some sort of bioidentical hormone treatment, or you're taking certain herbs, or you're changing up your diet. There seems to be, maybe for some of you, and check with a medical health practitioner. I am not one, but check with one. There may be minerals missing for you, and this is kind of a slow process to figure out what this is. I'm kind of getting that. Remember that movie, How Stella Got Her Groove Back? I'm dating myself, I know, but this is kind of that energy of really wanting to be like having this drive, this desire, but it waxes and wanes a little bit for you. Now, if you are the masculine Cancer here, you may be, now this is getting a little personal. I told you Cancer was frisky this time, but you may be working with a whole range of things. It could be anything from, you're quitting a pattern with watching porn, for example, for some of you. For others of you, it is more of you're learning how to withhold your seed, so to speak, and you're practicing with the energy release, or the holding, or the release, and those cycles that you go through. So you're showing me that. Some of you are showing me like hymns, like those little hymns and hers. I mean, I don't do prescription or the medical industrial stuff. I do the natural stuff, but something along those lines that you might be looking at. You might also be concerned with your hormone levels, or be doing something with that. Something very practical, very everyday. Very interesting, Cancer. Okay, so that might be up for a lot of Cancers right now. Let's look at this work, because you've got more work here too that you're doing with this 8 of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups, the Temperance card, and the 9 of Wands. You're showing me the feeling of a little bit of the grind gets to you sometimes. And again, remember this Empress, this kickback energy a little bit, maybe have more fun, relax a little bit more. You're showing me a little bit more of the grind in these cards, and you're having to kind of balance that out. It's not that you don't love what you do. You're showing me that you love what you do, but you just need to be able to switch gears a little more smoothly, perhaps, with that Temperance card coming in. Otherwise, it kind of leaves you feeling, exhausted. And so there, with all the energies that are on your plate, or that you're dealing with, at times it just gets a little much. All right, let's look at this 4 of Swords, because here's your healing. You have healing here. The Hierophant, the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords again. You have double healing, Cancer. Double healing energies going on right now. And for some of you, I just got double helix. The double helix, DNA. So again, remember I was picking up maybe some hormonal type things, factors there. There could also be some DNA healing that you're doing at this time. The Hierophant and the 9 of Cups. I like these two energies coming in with the healing here. This tells me that you are really taking responsibility for your own healing path and your own healing journey. You're taking responsibility for what is yours to heal, and you're likely discerning between your stuff and someone else's stuff, which is really good. And I think that when we get energies of double healing like this, and we have the Empress, this is where you want to try to organize all the other energies going on, the work and everything you're doing. Yes, we still want to be productive, but you also want to embrace the moments and the times, like the 10 to 20 minutes in your day where you can relax. You might need to carve out a little more time, even though for some of you, I feel the resistance, like that's almost impossible to carve out more time. You need more time to be with this nurtured and healed part of yourself. Cancerian energy is all about self-care. And so that is really important to you. And I do see you acknowledging that. And I do see you taking accountability and responsibility for it. But, you know, all of this kind of has you a bit frisky. You know, you're a bit kind of off your rocker a little bit. And that's okay. The wild and crazy flow of life. Okay, for this energy connected to you, remember they had the Tower, and they get the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. And they have the Ace of Pentacles here. So they've got 3 aces coming up. Wow. You had the Ace of Cups on your side. They've got 3 aces, you've got 1. Very interesting, because a lot of the readings I've been doing in this April 16th through the 30th have been about cycles too. And I think in your own way, the two of you are showing me about your cycles. Whatever has happened that's been shocking to this person, when I see the 10 of Pentacles come in and the 2 new aces, I feel like whatever it was, whether they went through a divorce, loss of loved ones, something tragic, something, loss of a job, that kind of thing, whatever they've gone through, it's a little more in the distant past now that I look at these other cards. And they're coming into wholeness about that. They're coming into a peace about it that they haven't had before. And this is opening up new things for them, a whole new way of thinking about things, a whole new way of doing things and taking action. And it looks like here with this Ace of Pentacles, new stuff in the practical world, opening up to a new home, a change of home, something like that. They get, to clarify the Ace of Pentacles, they get the Knight of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 3 of Cups. This person is excited to begin new things, and they could be looking for a job. They could be job searching right now. They could be looking to change jobs. They could be looking to change professions. It does weigh them down a bit here. There's a lot that is on their shoulders with this. Just like overall, there's a lot of energies bouncing about. They have some burdens on their shoulders. I do see supportive energies coming in, though, for them. It may be kind of fresh and new to this. Like I said, even though that Tower was kind of in the past, they're kind of just now arriving at these new beginnings. And so things are still falling into place. Things are still coming into being for this person. Let's look at the High Priestess here. The Sun, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Moon. Wow. The Sun, the Moon, and the High Priestess. And then the 4 of Pentacles. The universe is very much interacting with this person right now. When they revert back into energies that aren't healthy for them, that aren't good for them, that don't, and I'm feeling them transforming. I feel they're tired too. Whew. Some big energy just came up and out that I'm feeling for this person. Whenever they're not really looking at the wisdom and the joy in their life. And when they see the cup half empty, they're gonna get kind of tied up into lack and scarcity and all of that kind of energy. And when they're focused on, you know what, I get to learn from this, I get to gain from this, and be curious about that energy, and be curious about the joy and the fun and all the things that can come from the journey they've been on, then they start to pass through even further into this new beginning, and all those aces start to open up for them. So the universe is very much like, you know, on their shoulder, tapping them at all times. I feel like they're getting course corrected if they stray, and then they're getting rewarded if they stay on track. So very, very much connected energies for them to the universe right now. Let's look at this Page of Pentacles and clarify in the energies that the two of you share. On your side comes the Five of Cups, and on their side, the Page of Swords. There's a little bit of sadness here that things aren't quite into place like you had hoped. Maybe the physical world hasn't quite caught up with the rest of the energies that y'all have been working through. You're feeling a little bit sad about that. It may cause you could be being avoidant at times, you know, you're getting in that hard crab shell and just kind of wandering off and wanting to be by yourself. And that's okay. It's okay to take the times of solitude. But at the same time, Cancer, you will have to face this. And I think you will. Like I said, you got this double healing energy, and you're healing a lot right now. So allow yourself some patience, but do focus on the love. Just like they're having to focus on over here of the cup being half full, so too do you when it comes to the relationship and what's being contributed. You need to start to notice what this other person is doing. At times, they may not come toward you in the way that you prefer the most. It might be and feel a little sharp, or it might feel a little like it doesn't match up with your energies or where you're going. But try to have some patience and try to look for the love through this. It's amazing the two of you are staying regulated with all the energies you're dealing with. So that in itself is good work. We've got the Wheel of Fortune here in the connecting energy. So something about this dynamic, this relationship is changing. It's clarified by the Strength card on your side and the Two of Pentacles on their side. You're definitely more accepting of the change that's happening. You're going with it a little bit better, even though it's hard at times. You're staying heart-centered, you're staying strong-hearted about this, and you're committed to that. There's a commitment here that you know that these changes and the winds of change are upon you. This person with the Two of Pentacles, they're a little like, sometimes they're really on board with it and they're like, yes, this is happening, this is good. Other times they get a little confused, a little scared, a little bit wishy-washy about things. And that's just, that's part of their journey here as they move through these new portals with all the aces that they had on the table. They're going to start stepping from the aces into the twos and figuring out like, okay, there's a lot different things to consider here, you know. So they're toying with that energy. They're playing in that energy. You seem a little more solidified in the energy. That's not right or wrong, good or bad. It just, you may be more comfortable with change. And especially with that person going through a tower that was really significant in their lives, something's up for them, and they're gonna be working on that. Cancer, let's pull a card for you from the Sacred Traveler Oracle Cards deck to close off the reading. You got infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Infinite abundance. I absolutely love it. Everything is blossoming and bearing fruit now. Open yourself to receive. The prosperity you seek is being activated. A stream of abundance in all of your areas of life will begin to flow. The Creator desires that you prosper. Take action in the direction of your dreams. This is not a time to passively wait for prosperity to fall in your lap. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, Cancer. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. And with you doing this healing, it's a great time for you to allow that process to happen. It's a great time for you to temper your energies to do with all the hard work. There could be some thought forms around, I have to work my fingers to the bone to have this abundance. No, the universe is bringing it into you as long as you're aligned with your purpose. And as long as you're aligned with natural law, you are going to have this come in. So it's already upon you. You just may not be in the physical world fully seeing that yet, but it's here. It's showing up in these energies, and it's only a matter of time before this comes in. Cancer, it's been awesome to get in front of you face to face again. I've been doing a lot of those top down, just my hands and the cards reading. And if this resonated with you, please comment. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you next time.